Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're actually going to talk about Temtem. So the actual down below project name has an official name now. It is called Temtem Pioneers. So they actually have a new video, and as you guys can see on screen, the Kickstarter went live. I was a little late to it, but as you guys can see on screen, it was funded in 8 hours. So what does that all mean? Basically, they had a pledge goal of 105,262 USD dollars, and apparently that got reached in 8 hours, which, as you guys can see currently, they're almost at 167K USD. So it's not like, what would you say? It's not like it's terrible, but it's not like the best I've ever seen. Like, I'm not gonna say, like, I'm not trying to like downplay like this is terrible or anything, but I was hoping that Temtem would have a little bit more money. But as you guys can see, there's still 28 days left into this campaign here, so obviously things can completely change. I've seen these things, you know, overnight just double in size. But regardless, let's actually take a look at this trailer, because we have a lot of information here that just dropped here, and I'm kind of curious on what we got here. So from what I'm reading right here, it says survive a wild frontier with 200 plus Temtem, master real-time combat, craft tools, and discover the mysterious down below solo or in co-op. It almost sounds like this is going to be a survival game. Okay, it definitely has Temtem art style. They're definitely reusing assets, which I have no big deals, and I'm assuming that's a new Tim right there. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish they offered this the first time, like when they offered the original game. I think this would have done so much better than the original Temtem. Because that definitely would have broken out that Pokemon clone aspect. Imagine if they would have done this in what was it, 2019 or 2020? Yo, it is a freaking dude. This game is so power-like, at least from looking at this. But the question is, what are they gonna actually what are they gonna improve upon, or what are they gonna make it Temtem? Because these guys do tend to hop on trends and stuff. Because the last game they just made was Temtem Swarm, which is basically right after the whole Vampire Survivor craze. And the original Temtem was based off of the drama going on Pokemon Sword and Shield. And now we have, power drama with Pokemon. So I'm just curious what they're going to do to make this, different, not just another survival game. I mean, the video was pretty awesome, but I didn't see anything like anything crazy, just other than it just looks like another Power World game. But I'm just curious how they're gonna spin it and make it, their own, because there are a lot of survival monster taming games right now, and there's a lot of fatigue, just like the roguelites. There's a lot of at least when it comes to monster taming genre, there's a lot of fatigue with those. But that I will say, that's one thing that Crema does really well. When they do decide to make a game, they tend to they put their own spin on it, so it's not just like a black and white, oh, it's a copy. So I gotta see what they actually are gonna do. But we are super early into this, but let's see if the Kickstarter has anything to kind of enlighten us with. Because right now, from what I've seen or heard, it's PC only with no consoles in mind. So I'm a little curious on why they decided to go that route, because there's definitely a lot of console players, at least on my channel anyways, that enjoy that stuff. And I appreciate, I forgot to mention DGen and Eshawn for bringing this to my attention as well. All the video clips, and just point me in the right direction here. I heard about it. I didn't get, I was away doing some stuff with the kids and stuff, and I saw your guys' message, and I totally appreciate it for giving me a heads up on this. But okay, so they got some stretch goals. Obviously the 90K. I'm assuming that's in was that euros? Let's see. Crystal biome. Fossil Tims. Okay. And I guess we don't... Okay, yeah, all showed in euros here. But we don't really... I don't really see much stretch goals here, at least on the page. Okay, so this is the meat and potatoes of the game. Your airship, the Narwhal, has crashed. In what was supposed to be a routine trip has become an intense situation where you find your way through a previously unexplored frontier. Step into the Downbelow, a vast, untamed region where Temtem roam wild, in every expedition opens the door to new discoveries. Okay, that's where they get the Downbelow. Basically, you were on an airship and now you're falling down. Okay, I get it. So basically, we're stranded. Let's see, being your only guidance. Far from comforts of home, you must explore unknown lands. I'm not trying to make this like a 50-minute video, but if you guys want me to like verbatim like read all this stuff in another video, let me know down below. But I'm just trying to see if there's anything like crazy here. So survival, can't even talk. Rather than constant pressure and fear, survival mechanics in Temtem. Pioneers focus on adapting to and learning about the world around you, gathering resources, crafting tools, pretty much just like any survivor game. But from what the video showed, it definitely looked more Power World like. I'm not gonna say that's terrible, but I really don't know how it's gonna be, because the snapping, like when you I definitely saw like building snapping. Like I'm hoping it's more Power World than Ark like, because the snapping of buildings in Ark has always been it's always been ass. That's probably the best way to say it. But in like recently, Power World's like structure snapping has been a lot better, and at least building anyways. It's more enjoyable, at least in my personal opinion, in Power World. And I hope if Temtem kind of you know, is inspired by the, you know, the survival, I hope they go more the Power World route than anything else. Okay, so harvesting and crafting. Nature is the biggest support. Supplies, gather all need build away from home. Okay. I mean, you hit rocks, hit trees, you get stuff, nothing too crazy. Okay, building. As you guys can see, there, yep, there's the snapping stuff right there. I'm kind of curious if it's going to be like if there's going to be like what do you call it? In Power World, there's going to be like raids, because I know in Ark it just would be just random wild animals or dinos and just destroy your shit, which I hope that actually becomes an aspect. Okay, meet the Temtem. Temtems are more than creatures to collect. They are essential partners in survival. So it looks like we got some new ones here. I don't remember the flamingo. It looks like maybe there's a cactus. I can't tell if that's a Temtem or not, the cactus. And then it looks like we have that cow. According to this, there's going to be over 200. Uncover species native to the Downbelow. Okay, each brings a unique set of moves and stats. I bet you they all have like if you put them on base, they'll all have like certain, like, especially like in Power World, like this particular monster does, you know, they do like gathering really well, and this one does more like crafting. Like there's, you know, I'm assuming that's where that's going to be in there. Okay, so we got Pedigree. Help your Temtem grow, evolve, and improve by learning more about them. The more Temtem of a species you tame, the more that species will develop. You can further their development by using them. See, I think this is their twist on the genre here, by using them in battle or farming. See, there's not too many games where you actually use the monsters to do things and you get like a reward from it. It's just more like you just throw them as a pet or a slave and they just do the work. It almost seems like in Temtem here, it's actually like you actually get a benefit as well, which is really nice to see. Let's look at the screen here. Fire damage, melee. Pedigree can unlock new techniques for Temtem species, as well as improving or changing existing techniques. Pedigree is also key in upgrading your Tem stats permanently and in favoring their evolution. Yeah, I definitely noticed this. They have a mount system here. I'm not surprised. There was mounts in the original Temtem game, but you can't really call this Temtem 2. Like I probably like this is just another Temtem game at this point, because you can't really call this Temtem 2. I mean, you guys could probably, you know, prove me wrong down below, but I don't feel like this is Temtem 2. This is just another Temtem game that just has different, like, it's a different genre of game, but they still have like a little bit of monster taming in it, but it's more arc-like in Power World-like than anything else, which is definitely something I was not expecting. Okay, your Temtems are more than, and then on top of that, it's like live action, like, you know, live action too. It's not turn-based anymore. Different species of Tems will be more adept for certain terrain, riding across, gliding, climbing up cliffs, surfing, craft saddles. Okay. And ride with your Tems through uncharted territory. Combats. You take full control. I personally do like this. I love being able to take full control and do like a ARPG style game here. Chain techniques, dodge, incoming. Yep. Because I feel like when you control the monster itself, you could still be super under leveled, but if you're good at dodging and, you know, you're just, you know, A+ gamer, like skill and technique will always win over being over leveled. Like I don't care how, you know, if you're 30 levels under something and you have the ability to control your monsters and you're really good at gaming, I find that a lot of people will be able to beat that. Okay, so they moved away from turn-based and created a brand new combat system. All apart their 3-hit combo, Temtem possess unique techniques they can cast in combat: physical charge, blunt force to long range. Every technique Tems learn is associated with certain types that affect by. Okay, that makes sense. There's elemental things. Okay, so we got synergies. The Temtem pioneers, tamers, and Temtem bonds can take battles to the next level by enabling synergies, modifying a technique to make it more powerful. Almost sounds like an ultimate move, to be honest, from the sounds of it. For Temtem and Downbelow, synergies are born from tamer-owned trinkets. I wonder if this is kind of like Monster Hunter Stories style. It's like a bond system, and you get, once you like fulfill it, it's like one big attack. That'd be pretty cool to, if we could actually see some clips of what that actually looks like. Okay, recovery. In technical desert of the Downbelow, you won't have access to the heal Tem stations that tamers of. Okay, so it looks like we got to get the old-fashioned cooking. Basically, we just got to feed our Tems food, it looks like, just like any other survival game. So taming. Your bond with your Tems start at capture. Craft Tem cards. Okay. Very Power World like. Just throw, instead of it being a spear or a POW ball, I guess you could say, you just throw a Tem card at it, just like a trading card at it. Okay. Okay, the down below is unpredictable, alive. Let's see, many interesting challenges. And that's one thing I definitely like. So from what I've seen so far, it's definitely lively. The map isn't like empty. Like there's stuff moving around. And it seems like when there is empty spots, it seems like it's supposed to be empty. I'm assuming that's like where we're supposed to walk. Like this beach right here, I'm assuming that's where we're going to have access to. Okay, we have different biomes. So we have meadows, forests, swamps, scorching volcanoes, deserts. And it looked like there was another biome that was enabled up here. Yeah, the crystal biome. All new biome were mini crystal Tims. Okay. So technically we got a fifth biome here with crystal, unless there's another one in the future with more stretch goals. But right now we don't know what the stretch goals are at this point. So I'm assuming these are like area bosses, powerful bosses for each biome. I wonder if you can catch these. That'd be kind of cool. Like almost like alpha status, like how Pal World and Pokemon, like how Pokemon Legends has like alpha sized ones. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, trinkets are useful objects that you keep on, get resources from defeating bosses, trinkets to unlock new depths, blah blah blah, to access new biomes, synergies. Okay, they're just like items, like held items. Okay, I'm definitely not going to play the music because I definitely don't want to take the risk of getting copyrighted. I've been having a lot of copyright issues lately. But play your way. There's no single way through down below. Define your look, define your journey, explore at your own pace, or gather allies and thrive as one. Okay, co-op. Face down below alone or join others in co-op. See, I so hope they allow an offline. I'm still waiting for that. That's one thing that still kind of like puts a bitter taste in my mouth with Crema, is the original Temtem still needs an offline patch. I feel like they should at least give that to the people at this point. And I feel like this needs... They haven't confirmed it needs to be fully online, but I'm suspecting it's got to be online. Unless I've misread that somewhere, you guys you can correct me down below if I've misread that somewhere. But I feel like with this being a single player game, I don't think being online 100% of the time should be a necessary thing, unless you're obviously playing co-op play, which I'm assuming that would just be, you know, using your computer and creating like a temporary server, and then your, you know, friend or whoever is trying to join your world, or you're joining their world. Obviously that would require some type of networking or internet connection, but if you're just playing by yourself, I don't see any reason. Let's see, character customization. We really don't know the full scope of that, but there's definitely, from the videos and clips here, there's definitely a lot of styles. If it's anything like the original Temtem, there's definitely there's going to be, you know, a customization for almost every look or for anything that you can think of, which is not a bad thing. And I know a lot of people are more likely going to do the Trailblazer or the Pioneer. The Pioneer is basically the alpha access, and then the Trailblazer is just the digital Steam key. Yeah, because right now, according to this, it's only going to be on Steam or Epic Store. Oh wow, they're actually giving you a shiny starter if you do the custodian tier. Kickstarter, hand-painted statues. I will say, even though a lot of people might give Crema a hard time. I will say they are one of the few Kickstarter games that actually did somewhat like provide everything they promised. In a sense, I feel like they should have done a little more, but that's just me personally. I know some of you guys might completely disagree or agree with me. You could let me know down below, but I feel like if you are going to back, if you are on the edge of backing and this is something you guys are super interested in, I feel like this is one of the safer projects to do, because they've already done a pretty popular Kickstarter years ago, and they did pretty much provide everything they promised. I just think the execution wasn't really good. Like, I don't think it was 100%, but overall, I mean, they did pretty much promise everything in their Kickstarter. I know there's a couple of items that are still questionable, but I mean, there's a lot of Kickstarter games that I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna mention in this video that I'm still waiting for, and it's been 6+ years. But yeah, if you guys are interested in wanting me to make like a Kickstarter video on those games, let me know down below, because I definitely have a bitter taste with some Kickstarter games that I personally have backed, and I'm still waiting for, you know, some action from those. But let's get back to this. Let me know down below what you guys think of this. It's definitely exciting. I feel like I'm not gonna lie, Temtem does a lot of trend hopping, and I feel like they're just kind of feeding off of Pow World, but they do, when they do like trend hop on these things, they do their own little twist and stuff. So it's not a straight, I'm not like claiming they're like it's going to be a 1-for-1 Pow World copy. As you guys can see in the video clips, it looks like a lot of game footage, and it definitely is using their style of game, like their assets and stuff. So it doesn't look like it's a complete copy. It's just they've put their spin on it, and I want to see a little bit more of how they're going to make it more unique, because the survival genre is definitely not what do you call it, there's not a lot of diversity. It's just like you go out there, you survive, you craft a hut, you capture a monster, or you kill a monster. That's literally kind of the whole genre. I'm not gonna lie, it's been getting kind of stale lately, but I hope Temtem is gonna like make this even better. But once I hear some more information, or just anything I think that you guys need to hear about this, I'm definitely making an update video, because I feel like this is definitely a game to keep your eyes on. But if you guys are interested in backing the project, I'll definitely have the Kickstarter information down below. But you know, just make sure, if you guys are gonna back, make sure you guys do your own research. It's anytime with a Kickstarter, there's always that small possibility, but I feel like this is one of those few like cases where I feel like I feel like this is not a bad one to back, basically back. There are other projects that are a little questionable, like what I've mentioned, but I feel like if you're on the edge and you just don't know if you want to back this or not, it's definitely a safe bet. But obviously do your own research. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.